But as we get going here, guys, today's vlog is going to be whether or not 2021 is going to be the year to become an owner-operator or to order a new truck. And I'm going to go over the reasons why I think you should or you shouldn't. But let's get unloaded, and I'll see you guys in a minute. One more thing before we get started, I wanted to show you guys the load. It's just your basic 9-car load, couple CRVs, couple Acuras, and a few Accords. Nothing major or exciting on this one, but this is the load in case you guys are wondering. We're gonna get these dropped quick. All right, hey guys, what's going on? We just got done unloading at the first Honda dealer, and I'm getting my information here in front of me because I wanted to talk to you guys today about whether or not 2021 is going to be the year for you to turn around and either become an owner-operator, or if you're already an owner-operator, buy a new truck, or if you're a larger company, which you're probably doing the same research that I am, if it's time for you to start adding to the fleet. And in my opinion, I think after everything that happened this year, if we can get things under control here with the illness and everything that's going on, if we can get that stuff under wraps, not even under wraps, but just to where it's not shutting the economy down and we can have everything open and start flowing again, I think 2021 is going to be a spectacular year for the auto hauling industry. Because right now, there's a lot of car companies out there that have completely redesigned their cars. And normally when you get a redesigned car, that very first year, especially that, I would say March, April, May, that springtime rush before the summer, you have a huge influx of my mustache is tickling my nose. You have a huge influx of cars that are being shipped because you have high buying quantities when you have a newly redesigned cars, because there's a lot of people out there that want to have the newest and greatest thing on the market. And just some of the brand new redesigned cars that we have this year, and these are, for me, what I think are a few of the great looking cars that I think are going to be pretty high sellers. You have everything from you have a lot of the car manufacturers that have redesigned, so this isn't going to be all of them. Like I said, this is just going to be the ones that I really like and I think are going to be hot sellers. So especially if you haul these brands out of these areas already, then yes, I would definitely be okay with spending some money this year and going out there and getting the discounts, because of with the way these manufacturers have discounted their vehicles, not vehicles, the car haulers being discounted because of the lack of vehicles that were shipped this year in 2020. I think if you can get a hold of some of those discounts now, it's going to be a great time to buy something brand new, or even buying something used and getting into the owner-operator market. But we have a great car, which I'm going to put all these up on the screen for you guys, but the 2021 Audi E-Tron Gt. This thing is spectacular looking. I love the design features of this car. I think it's going to be one of the good sellers for Audi. We also have the brand new, soon to be coming, they're calling it the Z35, but from what I have found, it looks like Nissan is going to call this car their Nissan 400Z. And it's a pretty good looking car. I think some of the design features are a little lackluster. I think some of the other brands really stepped it up compared to what Nissan's doing with this one. But I think it's a good looking car. I think it'll sell pretty well. We have a brand new redesigned BMW Series. I think they redesigned the 3 Series, 4 Series, 5 Series. They have as you guys can see, this awesome looking grille. I think This car is either going to be a massive hit amongst BMW lovers, or it is going to be an absolute failure. I think that this is going to be one of those polarizing cars. So if you're hauling these kind of cars, we will have to wait and see. I personally like the design, but I can see where some of the skepticism, kind of like when GM redesigned their pickup trucks and the Tahoe, it was a very polarizing car. You either loved it or hated it. There's no that in between. Oh, that's a nice looking car. It was either that's awesome or I can't stand it. The next one, which I think is amazing, I love the look of this, the brand new Cadillac CT4 Black Wing Edition. This is a gorgeous car. I would buy one. I'm not going to spend that kind of money, but if I didn't have kids and all this other stuff in my life, I would absolutely buy one of these cars, because Cadillac, when their sports cars, in my opinion, sound amazing. And with the looks that they just redesigned their Black Wing, that's what's called, the Black Wing cars, this is going to be a hot seller, in my opinion, unless they price it up in the 85, 90,000 range. It'll be a little bit of a slower seller, but I think if they can get this car into that $60,000 to $75,000 range, this thing will fly. One that they haven't actually announced that they are going to be making, if they actually make this new Volkswagen Bus that they keep showing prototypes of, if they actually produce this, I think that car, it's going to fly. I think your guy's hitting his truck. I think you're going to have that thing take off, because it's a throwback to the old Volkswagen buses. I think it's a cool looking car. If they actually make it, I think it will sell very well. Lastly, there's two more left. The 2021 Kia Sorrento. I think this is going to take off. I think this is going to be the next car, like the Kia Telluride. They took the styling cues on the front of the K5s, and they took the styling cues on the back of the Tellurides, merged them together into an awesome looking SUV. Again, if whether or not you guys personally like it, I love the styling of it. I think it's gonna sell very well. I think we're gonna be hauling a ton of Sorrentos this year. Just my opinion. Another one is the 2021 Genesis GV80. In my opinion, it looks almost like a Mercedes, which Genesis has been known for that. But I think it looks really good. I think it's an awesome looking car. Depending on the price point, I think it would sell very well. But I think there's a bunch of good looking cars that are coming. I think Ford's coming out with their new redesigned F-150. I think the new Hummer EV, when that finally comes out, that's gonna go very well. You got the Bronco. What other vehicles are there? Yeah, so I can't think of any right this second. But because of all of these, new redesigned vehicles coming out for 2021, I personally would not be afraid of going out there and buying a new truck or becoming an owner-operator. And if you're a company driver, look, you are going to be busy. I think it's going to be a great year for us. I think it's going to be one of the better years that we've had in a while in the auto industry. You had a lot of people that didn't buy vehicles this year because of everything that happened. So I think you're going to have a lot of people going out there and purchasing new vehicles, which I think by doing that, we're going to see the price of the used car market come way down, because you're having an influx of a lot of trade-ins, which is going to also be good for you guys hauling out of the auctions. You're going to have a lot of vehicles going to the auctions. As you know, this year, a lot of dealers pretty much took every trade-in except the ones that were absolute junk. and kept them on the lot. They didn't send them to auction. So I think we're going to be back into that market again of people sending cars to the auction, getting them off their lot, because you're going to have an overabundance of trade-ins, and you're going to have a huge amount of new cars being delivered. So I think this is going to be a very good year for all of us. I think we're going to have a very good spring into the middle of summer time frame. So guys, in my opinion, I'm giving you the okay to go become an owner-operator this year. I think if you can get into it this year in the beginning, then you're going to do very well. So I think we're going to be, unless the shutdowns happen again and we start closing the economy off, I think we're going to have a very good ramp up of the auto industry. So that's my opinion, guys. Please, in the comments below, tell me what you think. If there's a car that I left out of here that you think is going to be a hot seller, put it in the comments. If you think I'm just flat wrong, these cars are not going to sell well, and we're going to have a very bad season, put that in the comments. Tell me why. Like I tell everybody, I don't want to argue with anybody, but change my mind. My mind is set one way or another in everything in life, just like your guys' is. But change it. I'm open to listening to you guys discuss why you think I'm wrong or why you think I'm right in this stuff. So please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, as always, there's 2 links down in the description below. You got my Robinhood app and you got the Get Upside app. Both of them I highly recommend. I don't get paid for either of them. But guys, I love you, and I'll see you next time.